now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Lions and offensive tackle Taylor Decker agreed to a 3-year, $60 million contract extension with $31.83 million guaranteed. The new deal keeps Decker under contract in Detroit through 2027. Meantime, the NFL suspended Texans defensive end Danico Autry 6 games for violating the league's policy against performance-enhancing drugs, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Autry released a statement saying, in part, "I want to apologize to the Texans organization, my teammates, and the fans for any distraction this may cause. I want to assure our fans that my commitment to competing to the best of my ability has only grown, and I look forward to returning to the field." Colts defensive end Samson Ebukam suffered a torn Achilles in practice and will miss the 2024 season. Ebukam played a career-high 681 snaps for Indy in 2023, leading the team in sacks with 9.5. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today, because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone, because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Central California. Tuesday, made it through Monday. Not bad. Yeah, I survived Monday, and it wasn't bad at all. Today is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, the penultimate day of July. Are you ready for August?
I'm ready, as long as it's, the humidity is starting to die down, which it's been, so...
Yeah, that the humidity, the heat and humidity was brutal. I'm not sure I have any plants surviving at the house. The only thing really that seemed to have survived are the vincas.
Yeah. If you still had some chilies, they're going to be extra spicy, I'm sure.
Even the chilies got hammered.
Oh.
I've got some very decorative, they're yellow and red and orange chilies, not really edible, but very ornamental. And then I've got Thai chilies, which are edible, and basically they're gone.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I swear it wasn't me that ate them.
Oh, well. And pretty much everything else, the roses are surviving barely. So it's like I said, just one of the most brutal summers that I can recall.
Sometimes you just need to get some shade for the plants, A
little bit late for that now.
Yeah.
I probably should have hired a garden gnome to hold a little umbrella.
Yeah, that's a pro tip right there.
Yeah. I wonder where you go to hire a garden gnome. We'll work on that. Okay. Anything else exciting going on? I hear rumors about Jersey Mike. The magic is going to happen.
Yes, we have that tomorrow, the grand opening. That'll be tomorrow. They're going to do a ribbon cutting ceremony at 9 a.m. at Jersey Mike's, and then they're also going to do, KXO Radio is going to be there with a live broadcast from 4 p.m. to 7, and they're going to be giving special deals on sandwiches from starting tomorrow until Sunday, it sounds like, where it's, you donate $3 to Woman Haven and you get a free sub, so it's a pretty good deal.
Pretty good deal. And for a good cause, Woman Haven, and for a good cause, you get the sub.
A $3 sub. You can't beat that.
Yeah. So Okay, something to look forward to. Well, let's see. What's going on this date in 1956? The phrase, "In God We Trust," was adopted as the national motto of the United States. I thought it was much earlier than that, but it was the 50s. It was either God or a Chevy Bel Air. So we'll research that a little further. And on this date in 2003, the United Nations designated July 30th as International Day of Friendship. Apparently, Ukraine and Russia, nor several other countries ever got the message. I think it just kind of skipped over. Birthdays, are you ready?
Birthdays.
Cookie, lend me your comb. Ed, Cookie Burns is 86. Blues guitarist Buddy Guy, 83. Movie director Peter Bogdanovich, 80. Paul Anka, 78. David Sanborn, 74. I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger, 72. Actor Jean Reno is 71. Actor Ken Olin, 65. Actress Delta Burke, 63. Other birthdays today include actor Lawrence Fishburne, 58. Actress Lisa Kudrow is 56. Actress Vivica A. Fox is 55. Actor Tom Green, 48. Actress Christine Taylor from the Brady Bunch movie, not the TV show, but the movie, 48. Other birthdays, Hilary Swank, 45. Actress April Bowlby is 39. Actress Gina Rodriguez, 35. Local birthdays, here they come.
Goddard's Gold. From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 Kxo. Goddard's Gold.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Andrea Acuna, Mary Moreno, Wally Ruiz, Sage Mayfield, Jose Esquivel, Mary Martinez, Patty Rivera, Vicky Rush, Randy Caldwell Jr., Matthew Gazda, Eva Villegas, Jessica Farrell, Antonia Nisperos, Jenny Jordan, Giancarlo Roman, Robert Tapia, Ted Jensen, Neisha Faith Vasquez, Layla Garcia, and Debbie Semsprat. Happy birthday from KXO. And, of course, many happy returns as well. So anything else exciting going on?
Oh, man. What else is happening this week? I feel like we had something that's just off the tip of my tongue and I can't remember.
Okay. Well, maybe if you put your thinking cap on,
yes,
it'll eventually hit you.
I need to sit in my thinking chair.
Yeah.
That works.
Sometimes that happens with me. Okay. Coming up, we've got to look at World and California news headlines. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here they come. World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you
CBS
breathe.
News special report. The acting director of the Secret Service is appearing before a joint Senate committee on Capitol Hill right now, answering questions about the agency's missteps ahead of the assassination attempt on former President Trump. Ronald Rowe says he visited the Sniper's Perch after the rally in Pennsylvania, July 13th.
What I saw made me ashamed. As a career law enforcement officer and a 25-year veteran with the Secret Service, I cannot defend why that roof was not better secured.
Michigan Democrat Gary Peters.
By all accounts, this was a inexcusable security and planning failure.
Kentucky Republican Rand Paul demanding to know,
why was Donald Trump allowed to take the stage, and why wasn't he removed from the stage when a suspicious individual was taking increasingly suspicious activities?
Mr. Trump is vowing to continue hosting outdoor rallies. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. AirNotaDero.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. The park fire north of Chico now 14% contained, but growing to over 370,000 acres. Some of those allowed to return home or to be careful.
There could be hot spots or hazards that they have to be cognizant of. If you see something like that, you need to avoid it and call the fire department.
Butte County Sheriff Corey Honey, nearly 5,000 firefighters battling the flames. No major damage reported from Monday's 4.9 earthquake that rumbled through Southern California. Caltech seismologist Gabrielle Tepp says there could be more shaking ahead.
There's always a chance that it could be a foreshock. As I just gave you from the history, the largest one in this area historically has been a 5.3.
Shaking felt between Los Angeles and the Mojave National Preserve. Valley fever on the rise across California. Music fans may have been exposed at the Kern County Lighting in a Bottle Festival near Bakersfield. Over 20,000 people attended, 5 diagnosed, 3 in the hospital. State officials believe more cases are possible. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
It's better over here. If you're 55, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits, and if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News, Cardenas to serve on National Council. The Imperial Irrigation District Board Chair, Alex Cardenas, has been elected to the American Public Power Association Policymakers Council. Here is Aaron Atadero with details.
The APPA is the voice of not-for-profit, community-owned utilities representing public power before the federal government, advocating and advising on electricity policy, technology, trends, training, and operations. Cardenas said, as IID chairman, I am honored to serve as second vice president of the American Public Power Association's Policymakers Council and look forward to developing legislative strategies concerning critical issues such as feasible CO2 emission reduction strategies, equitable federal infrastructure investments, and enacting energy permitting reform. The PMC meets twice a year in Washington, D.C.
And we had a fire at Spreckles Sugar. Fire reported at Spreckles Saturday. Imperial County Fire responded and called in a 4th alarm. Holtville Fire, El Centro Fire, Brawley Fire, Calipatria Fire, and Calipatria State Prison Fire Departments all responded. Sugar Beet Pulp had caught fire. 2 vehicles were also destroyed, but crews were able to save several structures. The fire crews did not leave the scene until 3 a.m. Spreckles crews remained on scene to monitor the smoldering fire. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
We're dealing with fires at home and far away. The Park Fire has burned 300,000 3,068.
That would be 360,000.
360,000. I can't read numbers sometimes. Cal Fire updated the status of the park fire. The fire covers 4 counties: Butte, Plumas, Shasta, and Tehama. Imperial County has a strike team assisting. Here is Aaron Atadero with the details.
Imperial County has a strike team assisting in the efforts to bring the fire under control. As of Monday morning, the fire was 12% contained. The fire started on July 24th. The Imperial County team is among 4,876 personnel fighting the fire, along with 33 helicopters, 434 engines, 166 dozers, 116 water tenders, and 98 crews. The fire has damaged 5 residential, commercial, and other structures. 109 structures have been destroyed. No injuries have been reported. Several evacuations are in effect, and several roads remain closed.
And the lightning complex fire is 33% contained. CAL FIRE updates the lightning complex fire. The update was released Monday morning. According to the update, the fire has burned 85,000 acres in 2 counties, Kern and Tulare. The fire has been burning since July 13th. Imperial County has a strike team assisting in that fire. Evacuation orders are still in effect and several roads are closed. No injuries have been reported. There are a total of 3 fires burning. The cause is under investigation. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley and a mobile van that comes to you. Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
Page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Calexico PD secures DUI enforcement grants. As of July, Calexico Police Department secures almost 3/4 of $1 million in DUI enforcement grants. The $745,000 in DUI enforcement grants are from the Cannabis Tax Fund Grant Program. Here is Aaron Atadero.
The funds have been allocated to various initiatives, including the purchase of a new Ford F-150 pursuit vehicle, officer training in DUI enforcement, overtime to backfill and DUI saturation patrols, the employment of private detention officers, and a paid reserve officer program, which has created 3 part-time reserve officer positions. The Calexico Police Officers Association is urging the City Council and the public support a full-time grant-writing position to be filled by a sworn officer. The position would enable the department to apply for and manage additional grants.
And a train wreck claims 2 lives. A Union Pacific freight train collided with parked rail cars near Nyland Thursday. 2 men died in the crash. The accident happened at about 3 a.m. Thursday. According to several news sources, the freight train pulled off onto a siding and collided with the parked rail cars. Both men on board the freight train sustained fatal injuries. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the accident. And the city looks to adopt budget. The city of El Centro will present an updated budget at a special meeting on Wednesday. The city had contracted with financial consultant Andy Heath to focus on updating the city's financial structure. His evaluation focused on the city's expenditures and revenue streams, identifying areas of improvement that could bolster the city's budget. Heath's evaluations of the preliminary budget adopted for fiscal year 2024-2025 has identified an estimated surplus of $150,000. The preliminary budget had shown an anticipated shortfall of nearly $1.8 million, which would have been covered by the city's reserve fund. The City Council will meet at 4 p.m. Wednesday to review and adopt the amended policies and updated budget. And a Brawley special meeting. There will be a special meeting of the Brawley City Council on Tuesday tonight. The meeting will begin at noon in the City Council chamber. The only agenda item is for closed session concerning public employment and a city manager, interim city manager. That's it for KXO Local News. KXO News Time 7:48. We'll take a look at weather in just a moment.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask for drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Check out our weekly lunch specials with a soft drink starting at only $8.50. July specials include Bud bottles for only $4.50. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says drier air continues to push over the region. Day-to-day temperatures will hold mostly steady through Friday before a quick warm-up takes place over the weekend. 113 the high in the valley yesterday, 79 the overnight low. Today is sunny with a high near 109. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming northwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 83. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-northeast after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny and hot with a high near 110. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-southeast later in the morning. 86 degrees, 25% relative humidity, wind out of the north at about 3. And air quality moderate, Brawley and Calexico, good everywhere else in the valley. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball yesterday, Orioles beat up on the Blue Jays 11-5. Yankees pounded the Phillies 14-4. Reds rolled over the Cubs 7-1. Red Sox beat up on the Mariners 14-7. Brewers beat the Braves 8-3. Pirates topped the Astros 5-3. Guardians over the Tigers 8-4. Same score, Blue Jays beating the Orioles 8-4. Mets powered up over the Twins 15-2. Rangers 6, Cardinals 3. It was the Royals topping the White Sox 8-5. And the Diamondbacks nipped the Nationals 9-8. So what about trade activity? Well, the Rockies acquired left-handed pitcher Luis Peralta from the Pirates. It cost them another left-hander, Jalen Beeks. The Guardians picked up outfielder Lane Thomas from the Washington Nationals. It cost them Alex Clemeny. Ferris infielder Rafael Ramirez and Jose Tana. Other trade action, the Dodgers traded right-handed pitcher Ricky Vanasco to the Tigers for cash, traded third baseman Miguel Vargas, shortstop Alexander Aberfus, and shortstop Jarrell Perez to the White Sox for right-handed pitcher Michael Kopech. And in other news, Seattle traded Ty France and cash to the Cincinnati Reds for catcher Andrew Salcedo. Padres still waiting to make a move for a starting pitcher.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, one trade that could make some interesting news. Former World Series MVP Jorge Soler is heading back to Atlanta after the Braves swung a trade last night with the Giants. The Braves acquired Soler at the trade deadline exactly 3 years ago Monday. The slugger helped Atlanta win its first World Series since 1995. Now, he's on back in Atlanta. The Giants are receiving left-hander Tyler Matzik and infield prospect Sabin Ceballos in return. And the U.S. women's basketball team is likely to get stronger as the Olympics wear on, as it builds chemistry and gets reps playing together. But in the meantime, the Americans stopped a much smaller Japanese team, 102-76, in a rematch of the 2021 gold medal game in Tokyo. And World Triathlon and Paris 2024 officials have said they are confident that the men's and women's Olympic triathlon races can be staged today, despite a rainstorm expected to hit Paris. Aurélie Merle, executive director of sports for Paris 2024, revealed that data showed only one of the 4 points tested on the Seine was below World Triathlon's threshold for E. coli contamination, and they may be able to swim. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. El Centro Motors is looking for certified automotive technicians. Are you ready to be appreciated and compensated? Then visit the El Centro Motors website. They're looking for all levels of auto techs, from oil change to heavy duty. There's a $500 bonus when your toolbox is moved into El Centro Motors, a $1,000 bonus after 6 months, another $1,000 after a year. Apply online at elcentromotors.net. Come work for the Imperial Valley's family-owned dealership, where you are appreciated. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Well, it's not just Big Mac and fast food. Consumers are ditching Johnny Walker and Casamigos tequila. Bottles of Johnny Walker Black Label and Double Black blended Scotch whiskey are displayed, with a hefty price tag. And Diageo, one of the world's biggest drinks makers, has reported its first drop in sales since the pandemic as cash-strapped consumers cut back on spending. The maker of Johnny Walker whiskey, Casamigos tequila, and Guinness beer is the latest consumer business to report a hit to its sales as inflation and high interest rates take a bite out of household budgets. Meanwhile, a U.S. appeals court blocked the U.S. Transportation Department's new rule on upfront disclosure of airline fees pending a full review of the regulation, dealing a blow to the government. Final rules issued by the Department of Transportation in April required airlines and ticket agents to disclose service fees alongside the airfare in a move to help consumers avoid unneeded or unexpected fees as part of an effort to tackle such fees over the last 3 years. However, the rule likely exceeds DOT's authority and will irreparably harm airlines, according to a 3-judge panel of the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, while granting the industry's request for a temporary block. Taking a look at the big board, we can do that. The Dow right now up 166 points at 40,705. The S&P 500 down 6 at 54.57. The NASDAQ down 80 points at 17,289. Gold is up $14.30 an ounce. Oil has dropped about $1 a barrel. Buy now.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 109. Look for northwest winds about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 83. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny and hot with a high near 110. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast later in the morning. 87 degrees, 24% relative humidity. Air quality is moderate, Brawley, Calexico, good everywhere else. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Hey, it's Jared Anchondo with Kxo Radio. Did you hear? Wednesday, July 31st, it's the grand opening of Jersey Mike's Subs in El Centro. Join Kxo Radio as we broadcast live from the brand new Jersey Mike's on Wednesday, July 31st from 4 to 7 p.m. There will be giveaways and sandwiches aplenty. Join Kxo Radio broadcasting live at Jersey Mike's Subs at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro, Wednesday, July 31st, from 4 p.m. to 7. We'll see you there. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The best oldies on the radio. KX, Real Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. Congress pursues answers in the attempted assassination of former President Trump. The new acting head of the Secret Service, Ronald Rowe, tells a Senate committee.
I went to the roof of the AGR building where the assailant fired shots, and I laid in a prone position to evaluate his line of sight. What I saw made me ashamed. As a career law enforcement officer and a 25-year veteran with the Secret Service, I cannot defend why that roof was not better secured.
Paul Abates of the FBI on an online account linked to the shooter.
There were over 700 comments posted from this account. Some of these comments, if ultimately attributable to the shooter, appear to reflect anti-Semitic and anti-immigration themes.
The Harris presidential campaign has launched a new $50 million advertising blitz.
Donald Trump wants to take our country backward. To give tax.
The ads will run up to the Democratic National Convention. The Trump campaign is spending $10 million on new ads targeting battleground states. And the Washington Post has obtained a recording of Trump running mate J.D. Vance speaking at a GOP fundraiser about the new thinking now that Harris is running.
All of us were hit with a little bit of a political sucker punch. The bad news is that Kamala Harris does not have the same baggage as Joe Biden.
And publicly, the Trump campaign has said there will not be a change in strategy. Now to California, where fire crews hope to make progress on the major blaze in the northern part of the state that's currently the largest wildfire there this year. Fire officials pushing hard to make progress.
We're not waiting for the fire to come to us. We're going to it and directly applying water and hand line and dozer line. Progress is successful, but it's slow going because of the terrain and how hot and dry it is.
Officials say there are more than 100 active wildfires burning in the U.S. right now. CBS's Jim Krasula reports on news that could affect Amazon and its use of third-party sellers.
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission has found that Amazon sells products that fail to meet federal safety standards and is therefore legally responsible for the recall of such defective and dangerous products. More than 400,000 products are involved, including faulty carbon monoxide detectors, hair dryers without electrocution protection, and children's sleepwear that violated federal flammability standards.
In France, the U.S. women beat Japan in Olympic basketball. Tennis star Coco Gauff lost in the singles round of 16. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 110 points. The S&P and NASDAQ are both lower. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
There's apparently some good news about the income gap between black and white Americans.
The study by researchers at Harvard University and the U.S. Census Bureau examined income mobility during the 2 generations. It found the shrinking gap between the races was due to greater income mobility for poor black children, along with drops in mobility for low-income white children. The researchers found that a key factor was the employment rates of the communities that people lived in as children. In places where employment rates for black parents increased, mobility improved for black individuals. In communities where parental employment rates declined, mobility dropped for white individuals. Christopher Cruz, CBS News, Washington.
Egyptian fencer Nada Hafez has revealed she competed at the Paris Olympics while 7 months pregnant. She posted on Instagram that she was carrying a little Olympian one hours before she was eliminated. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Travel tips with Peter Greenberg, brought to you by Viking.
More Americans are now traveling than ever before. Planes and hotels, they're full. And on balance, airline tickets are now more expensive, as well as those hotel rooms. But the question is, can all of this be sustained? Back in April, 38% of Americans surveyed said they were willing to go into debt to support their travel. And then their bills came due. At the same time, many banks are now reporting credit card delinquencies are on the rise. In the short term, airfares and many hotel room rates are now slowly starting to come down beginning in August, and they may stay down through the end of this year. It might be a very good time to strategize for some much more affordable travel through the rest of 2024. Brought to you by Viking, exploring the world in comfort with an exclusive docking location in Paris and privileged access experiences. Viking